wheels are off. Davey gonna get it done.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
So you just got your hands on R.E.P.O and you're looking for a solid strategy to get started? You're in the right place. My goal is to assist with the first steps in any and all video games to open the gates, letting all who are interested enjoy games too. I'm passionate about video games and aim to impart my wisdom and experience from the games I play to you, the viewer. Whether you're a first-time gamer, a veteran looking for some help in a new challenge, or because you want to test my knowledge to maybe point me in the right direction. Regardless, in this video, I'll be your guide as you take your first steps into the chaos that is R.E.P.O. R.E.P.O is a fun online co-op horror game. It has fun physics, proximity chat, and scary monsters. Take you and your friends, venture into the dark corridors, and collect as many items as you can to earn cash, to buy upgrades, weapons, and to make your playstyle more efficient. This round-based game has you collect items to satisfy quotas each round from 1 to multiple item extraction points. It has kind of a futuristic vibe, with robots and a mysterious emoji-faced employer forcing you to go into different places and extract different items. To break it down simply, go in, collect items, avoid monsters, don't die, extract items, profit from the items. It's a lot of repetitive fun and it makes for a great time with your friends. I've got a couple of different sections in this video to try and break down the game and make it easier to jump into. Hopefully my tips in this video can help you get started on the right track, and if you're someone who's played this game before or currently, feel free to share some of your tips in the comments. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Before you even begin, check the settings. One thing you might want to toggle is the severe head bobbing and retro video style. It's a personal preference, but for me, I turn it off. I know that might be sacrilege to some, but I just want to focus on the game, and it's a little bit jarring to not be able to see the game and have the camera bob around all the time. Play around with it a little bit once you've jumped in, or if you're going to do the tutorial, then you'll kind of figure out whether or not you want to play with it or not. Once you've got your friends, or if you're jumping in solo, make sure you grab that cart and get to work. The cart is your best friend. Helps you take items wherever you need it, big or small. Sometimes big items don't really fit, so you kind of have to finagle with it, but it'll carry a lot of small items. Your mission is simple. Gather as many items as possible while avoiding the monsters lurking in the dark. Items can range from small trinkets to big bulky treasures, and heads up, everything is breakable, especially those little green plates and green cups. So be mindful of how you're carrying them and be careful that you don't slap them right into your friend and they instantly break. Weight plays a big role with the item. Small items are easy to toss around, but big ones might be out of your reach unless you're beefed up with an upgrade. Sometimes manipulating them by holding the right mouse button can give you enough leverage to get them onto the cart, but sometimes just having a friend, it's the way to go. So that best friend of yours, the cart, use it to move piles of loot around and be mindful of how many things are in there, because although I did say it holds a lot of small items, it's not bottomless. You can always drop off stuff near the collection bay without placing it on the pad. If your cash total stays low enough, the game won't trigger the collection process, allowing you to continue collecting. Pro tip, check your map often. The default keybind is the tab button, so press it, open it, look at it. Once your character has seen any item, regardless if you personally did or not, it shows up in yellow, making it easier to make sure you've gotten everything. When you've got enough items, or better yet, a surplus, cash in and get the heck out of there. Then boom, you've completed your first successful round. Now it's time to do it again and again and again. Between maps, you can spend your hard-earned money on weapons, tools, and upgrades. My advice, spend it all. Don't worry about saving it. Tools usually have limited uses, including weapons, traps, and a lot of other usables, but power-ups stick with you until the end. Well, at least until your whole team dies. Then you lose them. I usually go for stamina boosts. But honestly, strength and reach upgrades are the real game changers. Strength upgrades let you lift heavier items, and eventually, monsters. Reach makes everything smoother and, well, makes things a little bit more fun. You'll be able to hold stuff further away or pass items off to friends when you're higher than them and they're lower than you, or vice versa. It's a nice quality of life improvement, but not super necessary. Other power-ups include more stamina, faster speed, health upgrades, and a live player counter on your map, extra jumps, and even a boost that helps launch you into enemies, doing damage to them. Personally, I haven't relied much on the weapons or tools. My playstyle leans more into dodging and surviving, but if you're clever, you'll find ways to make them work. Right now, there are 19 monsters in the game, each with their own quirks and strategies to mess with your item hunt. The ones that I've run into the most often are the Huntsman, the Reaper, the Clown, and the Rogue. I've got my own nicknames for them, as will you, but for the sake of this video, I'll stick with the official names. The Huntsman is blind, but don't get cocky. He hunts by sound and will absolutely wreck your day if you're too noisy. Clunking around by running, talking to your friends, or maybe coughing, and accidentally dropping objects will make him instantly turn around and clock you in the face, ending your run right then and there. This guy can be relentless, but if you're quiet with him in the room, he can be easy to deal with. The Reaper is one of the more frustrating ones. She can see you, but doesn't hear, and she'll relentlessly follow you, even attacking you while you're hiding under objects. My advice for dealing with the Reaper is just simply avoid her in the beginning. Once you get to later rounds, you'll probably build up a repertoire of weapons and abilities, but in the beginning rounds, just avoid her. Don't bother. Otherwise, she's a good run killer as well. The Clown. The Clown is my least favorite monster of all time. This guy patrols endlessly, snipes you with the laser from across the room, and then chases you down for a brutal stomp if that's not enough. Honestly, just avoid at all costs. Hide when you can. Run when you can. This guy is just unreal. I'm pretty sure he's got the most amount of kills on me out of all the different monsters. Then there's the Rogue, the silent killer. It sneaks up and finishes you off with one horrifying scream. I don't have a very good strategy with this guy. Usually when I see him, he's probably the most scary one to me, and I kind of just beeline it out of that room, or as soon as I see him, I hide and just avoid. All in all, a lot of the monsters are kind of a hide and avoid kind of mentality if you don't have any weapons or anything to defend yourself. It's not a bad strategy. It does slow down the game a little bit, but at least you're safe and you can collect your items at your own, well, a pace. Most of the monsters in the game rely on sight and a little bit of sound, most being on the sight side. So hiding underneath objects or behind corners is your best bet. If things go sideways, run. Sprint a few rooms away and hide. Often the monsters will lose interest and wander off, keeping you nice and safe. Just keep an eye on your stamina bar while you're making your escape. If you run from room to room without any monsters nearby, you'll quickly see that your stamina depletes and it does not replenish as quickly. So I would always keep something in the tank just in case you need to run away. My biggest piece of advice that I can give when dealing with the monsters is just don't be afraid. Stakes are low and confidence goes a long way. If you mix caution with smart hiding, you'll survive and rack up cash while you're at it. If you play the game too scared of monsters, they'll roll over you, make your game really slow, and make the game really unfun. Just be ready to hide, be ready to run, and just play the game. R.E.P.O is a blast, especially with friends. The challenge of collecting more cash, dodging monsters, completing zones makes every round exciting. Don't worry if you fail. Just get back in and keep playing with confidence. Get better at recognizing the monsters and learning how to deal with them. And honestly, the chaos you and your friends will get into is half the fun. A few final tips that I can share that I wish I knew earlier are: drop off items near the collection pad, but don't cash in until you've got everything ready. Maximize that payout. You can place items on top of that pad or nearby if you're just about there, allowing you to collect as many items as possible and free up space on your cart. That way you can maximize your payout. As soon as you complete all the little collection pad areas and you return to the car, you get a nice little boost of health, or if you died, your friends can bring you back there. Don't stress about returning the cart. I realized way too late, and after playing multiple rounds, that the cart respawns each round at the beginning. I spent several runs and multiple minutes returning the cart back to the car to try and make sure that we had it for each round, only to realize that if we left it behind, it would be there next time. After you cash in at the final zone, run as far as you can before the lights go out. Monsters will respawn really nearby, making it very difficult to get back to the car and extract. So run as far as you can and as fast as you can to make evading the monsters on your way back much easier. My final tip is most monsters can be knocked down with a cheap, low value item, handy when you're in a pinch. If you take like a $600, $500 item or something that has lost a lot of its value, you can take that item and push it up against a monster, knocking them down to the ground and doing a little bit of damage. It kind of gives you a little bit of a safety net so you can hide behind pillars or walls or objects to try and save you a little bit, and it can also kill monsters if you're adamant enough. If you got any tips or tricks, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what's working for you and maybe pick up a few ideas myself. Thank you if you've made it this far in the video. I appreciate every second watched, every like, every subscribe that you guys give me. It helps me build confidence with each video that I release, makes them better and better. Your feedback is important to me, so if you got any tips, any tricks, any feedback to share with me, go for it. I'm an open book and I'm here to listen. I hope that you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.